Billy the Kid was an outlaw who was known for being a famous gunslinger, cattle rustler, thief, and a great shot.
But actually, there's a lot more behind the man than that.
Billy the Kid shows the West like it's never been seen.
It's really simple and very raw. You're watching this world evolve in front of you. That's what's so incredible about this show.
The minute your feet hit the ground, into the muck or the dust or a crowded saloon, you feel like you're there.
The look of the show was crafted by some incredibly talented people to be as authentic as possible.
We were going for a sort of lean and hungry scenery. The colors have pared way down so that the characters stand forward.
This is the time and place you have waited for all your life.
The production design was incredible.
The scale of this show does justice to the story of Billy in a way that we haven't seen before.
It was a very monochromatic kind of look that continued into the wardrobe for our characters. Our team took everything and made it look as if it had been worn by someone who was working in the hot sun and the dirt for 3 years without changing.
We're looking at the West and the frontier from a slightly less romantic and slightly more realistic, gritty angle. Billy the Kid himself, his costume is quite close to the historical photographs.
I wish I could tell you that it was always comfortable, but sometimes it itches and sometimes it rubs.
I had the most beautiful costumes, but it was very, very warm.
I really loved the process of finding the costume for a character. With Jesse, I was going to be in one costume throughout a whole season because these guys are living in the range.
The costumes and the geography and the production design have all gelled into one really great look.
I was blown away. The quality of everyone's work is unbelievable. My family came to America on the promise of just and fair treatment for all. I want to believe that promise. This is a different tale than the one we know about Billy the Kid.
His parents were Irish immigrants. They settled in New York City and found it very, very difficult.
The truth is, they don't want us immigrants here, even us Irish.
And the government promised that if you went west, there'd be opportunities, jobs, thriving towns.
But the reality of the world is very dark.
This isn't what they promised.
Very gritty, very difficult.
There was no other path for this kid than to become Billy the Kid.
I didn't want to kill Joe. Make sure he gets a decent burial. It's a world that is bloody and violent and that makes it very difficult to do the right thing.
Don't mess up your own life for people who don't matter.
He matters to me. We wouldn't be robbing from the bank. We'd be robbing from all these people, including that mother and her son. I won't do that. It's not right. He's not a killer because he wants to kill. He thinks of himself as more sinned against than sinning. He's almost a reluctant legend. I sure as hell don't want to be famous for killing people.
The truth is, the man was very, very different from what you've seen.
You think you know Billy the Kid and how he became that outlaw, but you don't know this version of the story.
Billy fights against what he knows is wrong, but sometimes he has to do the wrong things for the right reasons.
I would like the audience to end up loving Billy as much as I do.